Hello, friends and fellow Monkeyologists. Welcome to our stream today. We will be playing Monkey Island 2. Right now I have the Ultimate Talkie edition queued up in DOSBox, which if ATM joins us today, I'm sure he will be happy about. Thinking about at some point closing this off and launching up the Amiga version so we can talk about that fish in the woodship shop. Woodworker shop that I've never known about before until ATM brought it up on a stream there the other day. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Gonna give it a little bit more time. This version of the Ultimate Talkie edition that I just literally finished building about 10 minutes ago with Logic Deluxe's builder. Bypassed the copy protection, which I sort of wish that it didn't, because I love that. Even though in most versions you can just do the whole 1111. And when we have some feedback too, I will check out audio levels and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get the intro started. All right. Of course, we want Monkey Island 2. I want it all the puzzles, all the work. Monkey Island and Monkey 2 Lite is worth experiencing at some point just for the sake of different puzzle solutions, but entire rooms are skipped. So Monkey Island 2 Full is the way to go. All right. So I have found that some of these...
Well. Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
No, that's probably
It's kind of a long story.
That's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Welcome to the stream today. We are just trying to fix some audio lovely stuff. If you are on the stream, if you're on the chat, if you could give some feedback as to audio levels. I had to alter some there the other night as myself and the wife did a GloKidd's Adventures
you guys get out of here.
After Dark. Oh, that's really loud. Yeah, we were doing GloKidd's Adventures After Dark, playing Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dried Twice, which was a lot of fun. We just had started. We didn't get too far into it. It was actually pretty late where we're at, and I was sadly nodding off around the end there. But it was a lot of fun. Yes. So, Peter Chan's wonderful artwork throughout the background of all this game. It is a joy every single time that we see more of the concept art come out, and just seeing those little cards that he used, and just so beautiful, and trying to place them in our heads back there. I remember before the special edition came out, we had always theorized whether or not they could be just reused as is. They're, as working pieces go, they're different now. So I really need the extra code that was shown off in the Monkey Island 2, well, Monkey Island live stream with Ron Gilbert that the Video Game History Foundation did. I feel like I really need some feedback on my own audio levels here. Because if I'm going by meters, you guys can see me, hear me, no problem. I should have done some test recordings before. Okay.
Deep in the Caribbean,
So,
Scab Island.
we are playing the Ultimate Talkie Edition. Let's go ahead. But, we want text display and voice because that's how we roll.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait."
I almost didn't
And then
do this
LeChuck
because I
cries,
do
"Guy
quite like
Brush,
reading
have
out
mercy!
these,
I can't take it anymore!"
script here.
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Sure.
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island.
Hello.
I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop.
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before.
I love you.
Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else.
So,
When I return, I'll have
while
riches
we're,
galore and a whole new story.
watching this intro,
Or
which
you'll have died
will have-
trying.
I'm
either way,
clearly
you won't have to
talking
hear
fill
about
in
the
some space
Chuck
here because
anymore.
I have somebody checking the audio for me.
Ha!
Okay.
Those guys wouldn't know a good
so
story
let's
even if they
see
paid 50
what we
bucks
can
for it.
do about fixing my
When I
voice
find Big
here.
Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come.
I
I can only charter a ship and get off this
So
stinking island.
is it getting a little bit better now? I can lower the game volume too, I do believe. So let's continue on here. There's not a whole lot of sound in this scene until I get Largo coming, so let's get him into the room.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You
If
ain't
you're still
from
there,
these parts, are you?
could
This
I
is a
get
toll bridge.
another
You gotta pay.
some more feedback on that? I love you too, hon. Cool. So since you're on the chat, can you just give me direct feedback on the audio levels now? The audio's good, so you can hear me fine over everything, and while
Sure.
they're talking
Take
and
my money.
stuff, is
I don't
the
want any trouble.
talking completely way over
Oh,
me.
there goes all my fun. Now I don't get to do this.
See, that makes me worried because perhaps you can't hear me well.
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on
Let's
Scab Island.
How's that? Sometimes that fixes things. Please not in my new coat.
Maybe I should cut you one out of some bait. Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night.
Awesome. Thank you, hon.
Remember,
Anybody watching in the chat seeing that?
See,
Mistress Unicorn is my
away.
beautiful wife.
you can't ever hide.
The other night we
From
did
Lago
a
Ligre.
paired stream. We were playing Legion 2 there. Went through Stride twice, which
Tough
was
town.
a
I
lot
guess I
of
should have
fun.
got those
But
travelers
it was
checks.
pretty late, and we were sort of nodding off. Well, I was nodding off. She was doing just fine. I love you, man. Thank you again. All right, so let's pick up the shovel. It looks like maybe ATM machine is busy today, but I've been grateful for all of his
I think I broke the sign.
support so far. Thank you very much, hon. So we're gonna start through this, but I don't know. It's weird without ATM here, but okay. We're gonna continue. We don't need to go into this house at all yet, but we are exploring. Let us
Says
explore.
Woody.
Woody the Hammer.
That's me.
No, Woody the Woodsmith. That
Pounds
makes more
and
sense.
pounds of nails.
I need all of them. Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him. But I don't have the guts.
So I'm gonna.
With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one
There
thing
is
that could
a
do this
lot of
island some
dialogue in
good.
this game.
Like
And
an
so
online tattoo
instead
parlor?
of doing my usual speedrun path
Oh,
and whatnot, that I do
like a
speedrun,
voodoo
that's
doll of
fine.
Largo
It's not quite
Legrand.
how we
Oh.
play it, but instead of doing that, we're just gonna explore and talk to people and do all the silly stuff. But nice
Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck
Oh,
if a
shit.
woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck
Chuck
could chuck
chuck
no amount of wood, since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood could a woodchuck chuck?
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Excuse me.
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
Oh, getting off philosophy.
A woodchuck should chuck and a woodchuck could chuck wood as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Okay. But a woodchuck wouldn't chuck wood. So.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Chair. Look at the chair.
Comfortable looking chair.
It's not for sale. Hey, don't touch that. It's not for sale.
Nice peg leg.
Thanks. I made it myself.
It is Tuesday, right? It is Tuesday.
Hello.
Hello.
It's a pile of blank paper.
Well, I'm picking up that pile of blank paper, sir. And after I've done that, I'm gonna probably... Nah, let's talk to Wally first. He's sort of useless when you...
Excuse me.
Oh,
When he gets-
yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't just
Excuse me.
terminate the conversation. That's rude,
Yes.
Wally. Now I know why we leave you in the pit.
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
Okay. So, do you know anything about what? I have some questions about
I had
Scab
some
Island.
questions about Scab Island.
Uh-oh.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
Actually, I'm trying to get off it as soon as possible.
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
My stream information, everything should say the right things. I know
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's weird not doing this with ATM here. I might end up redoing this whole first stream. Who knows? Who knows? I don't mind spending a lot of time with Monkey Island 2 and playing a bunch of different versions of it. It's Monkey Island 2. It's a wonderful game. It brought so many people into our community. Like, it inspired our community to exist. Big chunks of our community are named after it. Like, where's the governor's
Where's the
mansion?
governor's mansion?
There's no governor of Scab
There
Island.
is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for
Anarchist
roughnecks
co-op.
and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
See, his attitude and demeanor in this does give credence to his presentation in Curse of Monkey Island. because he's a wannabe pirate, and here he just considers himself a total badass for living in this pirate town, but he's a cartographer. That's a joke, right? Like,
I'm looking for some room and
oh
board.
yes, no, not here.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea.
Like,
but I think
I'm not
Largo's booked the
sure
whole thing.
That telling
Thanks
me
for the
about the
lowdown.
new chef there is
Anytime.
helpful to answer my question, to be totally honest. Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
I was sent by the IRS. Let me see your files.
The who? You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Ah. So, you know.
Can I see your files?
No.
Actually, there's not anything in them. I haven't really been able to find out much hard information.
See, this is what
What
I'm
do
worried
you
about
know
too.
about it?
It's like, how is he not able to find any information? Because we find it pretty quickly in like no time flat. Then again, the voodoo lady sort of gives us some strong nudges into which directions to go, like she always does. And you know, we probably should have started wondering about it now when we started seeing crates to LeChuck's fortress later on. So let's see. I know I'm looking for it. That's about it. I know it contains unimaginable wealth. I know its location's a mystery. I really don't much know about it, no. Unimaginable wealth is hidden in behind the area where you land in, and it's a joke that was thrown in by a hint guide writer. We can pull that out, too. I know it contains unimaginable.
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
So you do know something, shit. Oh, tell me about it.
Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote, deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
No. It's got a bunch of different names. Why don't you
believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them.
They did.
And they all went their separate ways.
And then had their own stories and ends and descendants and
Where are they now?
Well, I don't even know their names.
Shit.
I'd go look them up at the Fat City
He's a
Library.
cartographer, not a
If
name
it weren't for
collector.
this stupid Largo embargo. Of course,
Is
it
that like
could
a
just be an old
census taker?
legend, but
There's
if I
like
could
that
just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
That does come in handy later.
What exactly do you do here?
After all these
I'm
things
a
that...
cartographer.
Oh, okay.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the
Not at all.
map-making sort of cartographer.
The map making sort. Only sissies use maps. No. What kinds of maps do you make? Is that all you do, make maps? What
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners. You know, artsy-fartsy stuff.
Sorry, I just
Maps
realized
are
that
very, very important.
I want Wally to be Laser Schwartz. He's got a great... no, he doesn't need that to be his icon. But I mean, it's just that moment there. It's a great thing. It's and over some Asian Jan does wonderful work, and I'm very, very grateful for what he's done over the years with the art preservation and further restoration. Anytime that he gets anything that will bring it to a higher quality, he's right there on it. It's awesome. Not to me, I don't travel. Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's
You've
what
used a few
Magellan's for.
maps, but none that were legitimate maps. at
Sorry,
least that we've seen.
cartographer joke.
It's like this guy actually knows what a map is, as opposed to everybody in Monkey Island 1. I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey,
I want to
me
thank
too.
our viewer. Thank you very much for joining us. I think that one might be my wife. That's it.
Maps.
Well, I'm not going to go through all of them.
That's interesting. Well, see ya.
See ya.
Okie dokie.
Peace out, bro. We out. Give me your monocle. Done. Didn't even wait around for his wait. Where's my monocle? I am glad to have done this in DOSBox as opposed to ScummVM, just for the sake of iNews clarity. Although, I mean, really, it's a hack.
It's a cold potato and leek soup.
Ooh.
The fire's out. Excuse me.
Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
The cook's name is Bernard.
Excuse me.
I said leave me alone.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to work.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I can't concentrate with you talking to me.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to work.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to...
Excuse me.
I said leave me alone.
Why not?
Hey, hired help only.
Fine. Let's talk to you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Want to see my
Wanna see
scar?
my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
That's a vast oversimplification.
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking.
Yeah,
I do have a business to run, you know.
How is business?
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore.
No.
Largo's got all my regulars spooked.
He's a jerk.
You know, I can mix any drink there is.
He's a stumpy little
Make
dim-witted
anything you
toad.
could name.
I look forward to telling
And I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
a voodoo doll
A
of
voodoo
Largo
doll
LeGrand.
of Largo LeGrand.
You then, give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
That's it. Well, thank you for joining us,
Fork
Johnson.
over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for
This
a
is
week.
wonderful game.
From your
For me,
nose.
my favorite is the
That's
first
all I
one,
have.
but this is very much
Well,
on its own
you better have
tier.
more tomorrow.
And
We might have to move this
I've
dump to a
played it
new
probably
location.
a lot more too because
Like,
over the years
say,
I had
The
my
bottom of the
Monkey Island one
ocean.
stopped being able to play because I had a 16-color version.
You just
and,
gave him all your money?
My processor was giving it
I don't
runtime
want to talk
error,
about it.
integer divide by 0 on startup. So let's go you to get that spit because that's not gross. So I want to say, like, if you watched the stream that was done with Ron Gilbert on a Video Game Foundation of this, where they showed the extra cutscenes, like, well, technically the cutscenes are there, but like, they're wonderful, and I would love to have them, but it makes me wonder why those were cut, but we still kept like the highly detailed spit flying through the air, or like the match later on in the game. Both of them are wonderful. I wouldn't want either one gone. I'd want it all in the game. I have to play that version somehow one day. All right. So I gotta remember to take myself off
like a
my
room, please.
my run here,
Sorry,
so
we
I can
only have
actually
one,
just
and
get
it's
as much
full.
of this wonderful dialogue as possible. Oh, you got nothing else to say? Okay, I'm gonna set your weird gator thing free then. Come on. Not give knife. Yeah, that's where. Yeah. Watch out! There's a knife wielding gator. Well, I would have given it to the rope. So.
Hey,
Oh.
how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
As you can tell, we're playing the Ultimate Talkie edition. We built it literally 10 minutes before stream. Well, finished building it 10 minutes before stream.
Cheese squigglies.
We are playing it through
One of my
DOSBox,
favorites.
so we have our traditional menus, and let's go ahead and save for no reason, because I never end up saving. And yeah. Are those, does that mean anything? No, it's random. Let's seems silly coming in here and doing that so far. I could grab the toupee now, but what we're gonna do is grab the bucket, preload some more stuff. Yeah, so Logic Deluxe did great work making the Ultimate Talkie Edition here. I think it exists because
Just a bucket.
the first Ultimate Talkie Edition exists.
Hey, leave that alone.
Because in the Special Edition, they didn't have any voice during the, like, if you put it in Classic mode. Is this your bucket?
Sorry,
Like,
is
what
this
do you
your
do?
bucket?
Well, no.
No.
So you won't mind if I take it?
Exactly, right. Totally.
Guess not.
All right. You're gonna come with me later on, right? Let's talk to these guys. I never talk to these guys.
Wake up!
Sleeping all the time.
What is it?
Long time no see.
Do we know you?
Yeah, it's awesome that we can actually run this in DOSBox. Now, one benefit to running it in Scumbium is you can have it in mix, ad-lib, and MIDI mode. So if you have the MT32 control ROM, or an actual MT32, which is definitely very much the preferred way to do it, you can have the wonderful MT32 soundtrack while still having sound effects from the ad-lib side. As it is, I just left it at standard, so this is
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
This is
a
pretty
mighty
much
pirate.
how I played it the first time, you know,
nice
but
for
now with
you.
voice. So
Oh, really?
really, really cool that they.
Why
that
did you
Jenny
wake
did.
us up, Gorbush?
Anyway, so in the second one, the second game when it came out with the special edition actually had text as an option when you're in classic mode. So it was less of a big deal, but I think it was thrown in there for the sake of it. You know, so they had already made the whole process of doing it, so why not? And it was the same basic source files. What are you guys doing up there?
What are you guys doing up there?
Awesome. No, they're really, really cool. You can find
That's right.
forums for it at Scumbium.
That's what we
And,
do for a living now.
You see, after our
at
circus failed,
Mixamojo
we
forums.
started a pirate catering
Now,
business on nearby Fat Island.
It will send you to Logic
Exactly.
Deluxe's website.
It was
It will
quite
give you
lucrative.
everything you need to know. What you'll need is the special editions. however you've gotten them through, whether it's Steam or GOG, they're built to be, the script is built to basically make it out of the files that are available in that release. So yeah, and it's literally you run a batch file, it goes through everything and re-encodes everything, and it does it really, really fast for Monkey Island 2. Monkey Island 1 takes a lot longer. Why are you still doing that?
Why aren't you still doing that?
I get a little bit
The governor of
distracted
the island made us
talking.
an offer we couldn't refuse.
What was the offer?
So, we sold him the business.
All right.
But what does this have to do with performing?
We're getting to that.
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats.
I'm
We
curious
wanted
what
to take passengers
part
on
3,
sightseeing trips.
like in Ron
And
Gilbert's
searched for a
Monkey
place
Island
called
3,
Pinky Island in our
which
spare time.
Boy, did we ever
I
wanna
don't like
get
the thought
there.
of getting rid of all the games that
Aside
came
from the
after it, but
obvious
having an
reason,
alternate
We
world
had inside
and
information.
learning the original
Drinking
story
was,
end
in
would be
fact, the
wonderful.
resting place of the
And I have a
legendary
feeling
treasure
that these
of
3 would show up in that
Big
game too.
Whoa.
I'm hearing knocking. Hello. Okay, it was just my kids. I have like a lot of kids. Right now there's 6 children in my house. 5 of them are mine. One is a foster child who's here staying with us temporarily while we help him out. And Big Whoop. Everybody's looking for Big Whoop.
Big Whoop! Did you find anything?
Not
Not really, no.
exactly.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just
must
left
be
a
stacked.
gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water fast.
Now, the glass
Ended up
bottom boat,
stranded on a
right?
tiny desert island.
Kate Capsize gets the glass bottom boat. It's probably not the same boat, but it does seem like really, really, huge coincidence that this not normal thing is talked about twice. So, does Capsize get the one they're talking about and then make it so it actually has a bottom? Or, I don't know. Sounds fun. When do we get to the performing part? It's been a while already. Come
We
on,
met a
guys.
philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed
Ah,
our
you almost
lives.
found Big Whoop. You guys are dumbasses. And it was fucking Herman.
What
It's
is
not a
it? What did he
philosopher.
say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a
It's just a
stage and that
crazy
we are
old
merely
man.
players.
Who, depending
So,
on whether or
he
not
became
you include a
performance
later
artists.
game into it,
In our current
Maybe a
work,
lot
we
more
portray
important
man's
than you think.
response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
part of me hates, but also part of me loves that twist because it was just like, wow, and it was really the only thing that that game contributed to the storyline. Although it tried to tie up all loose ends poorly. But anyway, what happened to your leg?
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
Oh my god.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
You could get like up to 10 pieces of 8 this way, I think. So you can actually up your pieces of 8 this way. You could also enable some debug mode stuff. What you would do in the DOS mode, so it's like monkey spin. You type it and then do Control D, and then you can do a bunch of other stuff. That being said, it can really mess with the playthrough. So if I do it at some point, it will be so. Give me money for the polish. Yeah, I'm not buying it for you guys.
Okay.
Shit. Pardon my language. Not too much. I did mark this as not for children, so.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
They're sleeping.
To show the precarious nature of the situation.
Middle guy in
so
the
to
shifty
speak.
eyes all
Right,
the time.
right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But
all right, you got us. We're really up here because,
Are they stuck?
well,
We're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Groundophobic. Dirtophobia, groundophobia, terraformophobia. I like terraformophobia.
Terraformophobia?
it's the opposite
went.
of acrophobia.
I'm gonna say
Something like
that they went
Orcophobia.
nuts with the dialogue on this. It goes so far, and then you have some dialogue-heavy games like, say, Discworld. You know that it's almost too much. They break it up just nice.
Fear of strange vegetables?
Oh my
Say
god, don't
what
go
you
to
will, we're
Sam
not
and Max
coming down.
Hit the Road then. There's all sorts of weird vegetables in that. They like shaped like old wizard heads and stuff, man. Is that your rat? I love that they made the little bullet point to this little skulls. They have so much little details to this one. Is that your
Is
rat?
that your rat?
Yes. We call him Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
I'll be back to steal him later.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Am I going to talk to Marty? We'll have to talk to him later. We'll do that at that point. All right, so we're going to cut that there and then come back in the next episode. Just want to thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've been watching, be sure to click like and subscribe. If you want to see us playing live when it happens, check us out Tuesdays and Thursdays on twitch.tv/TheRealGloKid. We typically stream at 1 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. So that's PDT right now. Yay! Extra daylight savings time. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you had an awesome day. If you have any feedback, leave us a comment. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.